You don't always know when seconds are gonna count or when minutes are gonna make a difference, but in this case it did.
We got the call about a fisherman off the cliff in the water.
FRS Soriano, he got there on first with company 18.
The guy was down 30 to 40 feet down a cliff.
Prior to our arrival, he called the captain, had the ambulance set up, and found us some good anchor points.
So we immediately started to formulate a plan to send down 2 rescuers. At the time was FRS Kiara and FRS McClellan.
Being fast isn't always smooth, but we talk about, smooth is fast. And so I think, we moved with haste because, of course, once we got down there, like I said, we saw the guy's head was split wide open and we knew, we got to go.
We have a victim who has very severe head injuries that needs immediate attention at a trauma center.
So initially, Ed and Ryan went down.
We began packaging the patient. FRS Soriano came down after that and finished packaging the patient, and the 3 of us had inched our way over the rocks back to the spot where we could lift them up the cliff.
We're not sure how long he had been down there, so like getting him up and back to the medic and get him to the hospital was super important.
It was kind of a difficult haul because the cliff cantilevered over.
And once they were able to negotiate that and got the patient and Ryan up over the edge, then I was the last to come up.
And then getting them all squared away, and then we started cleaning up.
Kind of the whole thing is kind of slowed down. We kind of go into a cleanup mode.
Once we had finished packaging the patient, putting him in the ambulance, what happened was the entire cliffside that we were on, the whole team was on, fell to the ocean below.
And there was a loud noise.
We heard the explosive fall of all the rocks crumbling into the ocean.
And it kind of came back that the zone where we were had just collapsed into the ocean. So I was kind of like, well, I was the last guy down there. I'm pretty fortunate, I think, that, we got up and out of there, in the timely manner that we did.
We didn't know that that cliffside was unstable. So if that had happened during the extrication or just a few minutes before, that whole cliffside, along with the rescuers up top, would have fallen onto the rescuers below and the victim, killing everybody instantly.
I work with really good guys, and they're into training, they're into being proficient in this job,
Earlier that day, we had actually been drilling.
I think we were going over some of the same stuff, so to have it used later on in the evening or later on in that shift it helped with the outcome,
You get to see what they're, the proof, the justification of the training.
It reflects the dedication that they put in prior to the rescue itself. Working together, training over and over multiple times. We manage risk, but sometimes, the job is inherently dangerous. You immediately fall back on your training. Even though we didn't know we were on the clock, a matter of 5 or 10 minutes, one way or another, would have made a catastrophic difference. The difference between not only saving the victims' lives, but, their own lives and the lives of their crew makes all the difference in the world.